Hey y'all, it's Dee Dee. I have to bring y'all a story tonight. It was very important. I had a very interesting night, so I'm gonna bring y'all a little bit of a mukbang. I just made like a sandwich and I got some chips here. These are the hot and honey like little puffs. I got them from, I wanna say like Family Dollar or Dollar General, so that's all that is. My sandwich has tomatoes, lettuce, jalapenos, sweet ham, mayonnaise and mustard on it. I know it's gonna be pretty good, so I'm excited. But the nature of this story today is not going to be butterflies and rainbows at all. Like it's an experience I had early this morning that was very scary to me. Well, let me take a bite first before I do all this talking. Mm. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right into the story. Most of the people I meet is from online, or POF, I should say. I've met quite a few guys on POF, some good, some bad, but none of them, I would say, ever made me feel like the one I met last night. And when I tell you this was one of my worst meetups ever, I was so uncomfortable and so afraid. So basically, this guy hits me up on POF last night, and it was, or I keep saying last night, but I want you guys to keep in mind, if I say last night, that just means early in the morning before I went to sleep. So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. But basically, he hit me up. He said he wanted to chill. So I called him and I said, okay, so when you say chill, what do you mean by that? Like, what are you looking to do? So he was like, oh, just chill, you know, just see where things go and chill. Ladies, when a guy says that, just know what he got up his sleeve, and we all should know that, and I know that. But I don't know, it's like I always try to give another chance to somebody. I try not to compare one man to the next, but it can really be your life in a situation if you're not paying attention, like if you don't pay attention to the red flags. And so, you know, he said just chill. I was like, okay. And so, you know, I'm asking him a few questions about him, and you know, I'm letting him know, you know, as a transgender, I am very cautious about who I meet up with, and I can be paranoid at times, wanting to make sure I'm safe because of all of the things that has happened to the girls. And I know that I'm honest in all of my dealings with men. I let you know right away. Who is that texting me? Oh, I thought that was the boy texting me. I let you know right away what it is that I am, and I don't try to mislead you, but yet again, I still feel like there's men out there that will take advantage of that and still try to harm me in some way. And so I told him all of the things, and in the midst of us talking about me being safe, he said, well, yeah, I'm trying to be safe just as well. I just want to make it to you and then make it back home, no problem. You know, I do have a gun that is registered in my name, and I just want to be safe, so I try to protect myself as well. You know, all fine and well. So I'm thinking, okay, this is pretty decent dude, even though we're just talking for 5 minutes, that's it. And so, you know, he said, I just want to chill, see where things go. And I said, well, have you ever talked to someone like me before? This was the other red flag. He said, yeah, there was a guy, this is what he said, there was a guy that I knew before he transitioned, and when he transitioned, I knew that this was somebody who me and him used to, you know, be associated. We were not friends, but me and him were, you know, he was using those terms to describe one of my sisters. And at first it kind of like, in my head, I was just thinking, okay, he knew this person prior to them transitioning. I don't know what their relationship was like before or what they allowed them to call them. So maybe that's why he's using these terms like that. But that was the red flag to show that he did not respect transgender transitioning from a male to a female, or you know what I'm saying, living their life as a female. He did not respect that completely. That's what that showed me. He says he wants to come see me. And I say, well, I have company here. I have my friend staying here with me that night. So we would have to go sit out in the car. So if you want to come tomorrow, you can. And he was like, tomorrow? And so I was like, well, you can come tonight, but we're gonna have to go outside and talk in the car. He was like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, just send me the address. So I sent him the address, got myself together. He got here. Hold up. So I was standing outside already by the time he got there. He pulls up, black guy goes in his mouth. I'm thinking, okay. I like the nigga with goals in his mouth and stuff like that. I like to see that. You know, that's attractive to me. I'm thinking, you know, okay, we can chill and talk. That was all it was supposed to be, nothing more. And so I get in the passenger seat, and it's a two-door vehicle. It's like, I want to say he said it was a Infiniti, 2 doors, push start or whatever. I get in the passenger seat, and the first thing I do is I'm sitting down and I'm doing like this. I'm looking behind me. That's the first thing I'm gonna do when I get in your car and it's late and you got tinted windows. I'm gonna look behind me, whether it's 2 doors, 2 seats, whatever. I'm gonna look behind me. I could already tell he was irritated from me doing that. I turn around and I do that, and he's like, "Why would I even try to do anything to you if you have me parked up here to the front?" And I was like, well, I'm just trying to be safe. I'm not trying to offend you or anything. I'm just trying to be safe. Like, so that was already like the telltale sign that this guy's a little combative, or he feels some type of way about things. And he can be kind of aggressive in a way. You know, instead of him just being like laughing it off, like me looking back and not understanding that it's real late. I already told you I try to practice safety, and you're getting offended. It's not that deep. Like, I'm trying to protect myself. So he moves the vehicle back, lets the windows up. It's real dark, tinted. And we just started talking. Everything was smooth and well. We just started talking about our jobs, talking about our cars and things that we got going on, just general things. And you know, I really thought he was a cool person because, again, the intent for this meetup was just for us to chill and talk. It was not for anything else. I'm coming outside. Now, listen, I was wearing this. So it's like, okay, you guys can't see the lower portion, but it's very short, way above my knees. But I have my little night shawl over me, which is see-through. You know, but I should be able to wear whatever I want to wear, regardless. I never had any intentions at all to do anything more than us just talking. I don't even like doing stuff in a car. You know, I like to be comfortable like in a house. So, hold on. And so, we're talking, and then I say to him, I said, why are you looking at me like that? This man was looking at me like he wanted to devour me. Y'all know that look, ladies, like he want to do something to you. He said, I can't look. I said, well, you can. Those are your eyes. And so then he proceeded to start touching between my legs, like between my thighs, and like really trying to pull out my member down there, trying to move my panties to the side and, you know, stuff like that. He was really trying to like at least touch it. He said, let me just touch it, let me touch it. And I was uncomfortable at the time, so I was just like, was sitting there like off to the side like this, like I was just so uncomfortable. And he was like, what's wrong with you? He said, what's wrong? Why are you acting like that? And I told him, I said, to be honest, I'm uncomfortable. As soon as I said that, the nigga was like, you weird. I ain't never seen nobody, that's just weird. Like, that was offensive to me, because you're calling me weird because I am not receptive of you touching me and I'm uncomfortable. We didn't agree upon us having sex or anything, and even if we did agree upon it, I have all the right to at any moment say I don't want to do it. But we did not agree on that. We were supposed to chill and talk. And so I said, I may be weird then, but I said I don't do stuff like that. Like, I thought we were just gonna talk, and I'm not really into like, I just met you. I said, let's just talk, let's just chill. Y'all, what he proceeded to say next was the most disrespectful thing. And he said, you not no girl, so why you acting like that? It's like a punch in the stomach right there. He said that, and I said, what are you saying? He's like, you're a guy like me. We both know that you're a guy. He said, you sexy and everything, but you're a guy like me. So stop acting like that. We both guys, so let's just do what we do. And so I was just like, I told him, I was like, that is so disrespectful. How you just came to me knowing how I carry myself and how I live my life. And I said, I have never misled you. I said, I am a transgender, and I tell you that ahead of time. I said, I'm not a female, and I understand I was born a male, but I take hormones to have transitioned to live my life as a woman. I am a transgender. So he noticed that I'm real withdrawn, and I'm real like just out of it. Like when he said that, I was like kind of out of it. I just like, it felt unreal to me that somebody who is coming to see me and that understood what my profile said was disrespecting me to my face like that. He was like, oh, well, I'm just blunt. I'm from Tennessee. I'm gonna just say what I got to say. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. And I said, that's all fine and well for you to say what's on your mind, but you have to respect. You have to respect how I want you to address me. And he was like, well, I'm sorry, give me a kiss. And I said, you're not sorry. And he said, how you gonna tell me I'm not sorry? He said, I meant what I said, but I didn't mean to offend you, and there's things I don't understand about the hormones. So if I misspoke, then if it's the way I said it, then I do apologize. And so I just was sitting there still kind of like in shock from him saying that to me. And I felt so little at that moment, because it was almost as though you shouldn't have any standards for yourself. That's what he was giving me. You're not a female, you shouldn't have standards. Your body belongs to me. If I want to touch you, if I want to kiss you, if I want to do anything, your body belongs to me. And so, you know, he goes back to trying to pull it out of my pants. Like this whole time, you know, he starts rubbing on my nipples and stuff like that. And I'm still kind of withdrawn. So he's like, I can't even touch your nipples. And so then he, you know, goes back down here trying to pull it out. He said, let me just touch it. Let me suck it. You know, he's saying all type of stuff. And he's like, let me just suck it. And he's being really aggressive. Now, guys, I know I could have just got out the car before you, like, kind of get on me. If I'm uncomfortable, I understand I could have got out the car. But I want you guys to also understand where my mind went at the moment. I knew he had a gun. I knew he had drove all the way over here to come see me. I did not want to irritate him or make, the way he was looking at me, like the way he, like, I remember when I first got in the car, I said, are you okay? What's wrong? Like, he just had this demeanor, like, to where he was so harsh and so serious. And I was just like, I felt like, oh my God, like, I don't want this man to feel some type of way or feel like I wasted his time, and I don't know, I just felt like that. So I was just trying to stick it out until I could kind of ease my way out of the situation and just talk to him. So he kept, he kept just playing with me and touching me and rubbing me and putting his hand inside my shirt and grabbing my breast and stuff like that. So I was just like, stop, get your, like, stop. Let's just talk. Let's just talk like we said. Let's just stop. I mean, you don't have to do that. Just stop, okay? Let's just talk. Can we, I'm trying to utilize my customer service skills, utilize social skills, like to where I can get him to come down and get him to understand that I'm very serious, but I'm not trying to be mean to you, but respect me. I'm trying to do all of that because I don't want to upset him. But he wasn't taking that for an answer. So like I said, he finally does pull my panties to the side and is able to grab my member, and he leans his head down and starts sucking me. I'm not gonna lie, he stimulated me. He stimulated my sexual organ. And so for a moment I had a lapse in judgment and I did go along with it. And then when he set up, I kissed him. I'm not gonna lie. I know, y'all, it's like, you like, now come on now, Didi, like, you had so many outs and you didn't have to do all this. You did. Yeah, I didn't. Y'all are right. I don't know. I just had a lasting judgment and I did that. So after I kissed him, he was like, okay, so go ahead and suck me. And I was like, come on now, we're not even supposed to be doing that. Like, I'm good. I'm not trying to do anything. I said, please, like, I don't want to do anything. Like, let's just sit here and talk like we were supposed to. And he's just looking at me like, he looking at me aggressively and so lustfully and so like he's not gonna take no for an answer. So I just said right here, he finally gave up and just started stroking his penis. I wanted to get out the car at that moment. I just wanted to disappear. I wanted to get out of that moment. Like, I wanted to, at that moment I was thinking, dang, I wish I would have never met up with this guy. Like, it's so early in the morning, so late. I didn't even have to come out here. I was on my phone watching something on YouTube, laying in bed next to my friend. Everything was cool. And I decided to come out here. For what reason? I was just bored, wanted somebody to talk to. My friend was asleep. I just wanted somebody to talk to. And it's just like, it was like such a moment of regret. And I was just thinking, do I wait for him to come in his hand? Or, like, I was just scared, like, is he going to turn up on me and be like, bitch, like, or nigga, like, why? Like, I thought he was gonna, like, really turn on, like, the way he was looking at me. I'm like, this man can knock me out in his car or something. Like, I don't know. So I just sat there, and then when I felt like I had an out, I said, I'm ready to go back in the house. And so he was like, he gave me all of that. I said, why are you doing all of that? I said, just chill. I said, I want no problems with you. I want to go back in the house. It was nice meeting you. And so I shook his hand. He shook my hand. I got out the car. And instead of walking straight into my apartment, I walked. I took the scenic route. Took a long route. And I hid. I hid until I saw his car pull off. Now, he sat there for a while. And I just hid there until I saw his car pull off. And when his car did pull off and kind of was on the main street, I was so paranoid, like he could see me, especially like with my big hair and everything. I felt like he could see me. It felt like I was in a scary movie trying to hide from, like, the boogeyman or something. I felt like he could see me. Once I get back in the house, I checked my phone and I saw that he wrote, I see where you live at. I got you. You better move. Like, at that moment, I just felt like, why did I put myself in this situation and why is he doing that? So I texted him. I said, I don't know why you think that's funny for you to text me something like that, but please just leave me alone. He never responded after I sent that text, and I don't know if I'm blocked. Hopefully I am blocked. But it just goes to show that it's really some twisted people out here. Like, he knew how paranoid I was before he even came. And I feel like I don't honestly feel like I don't feel like he would come back after the bad he probably counts this as a bad experience too. Like he feel like I wasted his time. And I feel like he was just trying to scare me by saying that because he knew how paranoid I was. And I just don't know why somebody would do something like that. But one thing that this situation, I felt in this situation is I felt disrespected. I felt coerced into trying to do sexual acts. And I just felt uncomfortable. Like that feeling of you trying to hide from somebody until they leave, and so you hoping they don't see you. You just want to be invisible. That's not a good feeling. As soon as I saw him pull off all the way, I ran inside the house. And you just have to be careful out here. You really have to be careful out here. And I know I say this all the time, and I know I try to really be on my P's and Q's, but sometimes I let down my guard. Sometimes I get bored. Sometimes I get lonely. And in those moments of my emotional lows or just being of loneliness, I allow myself to put myself in predicaments that I shouldn't be in. And so you have to check that at the door, because those are the situations that can really cost you your life or get you in trouble. Now, I pray that I'm safe. I pray that everything, he just forgets about me, blocks me, loses my number, never reaches out to me again. No means no. That's it. And I know sometimes a no to a dude, they might not clearly see it as no. They feel like even when you saying stop, stop, they feel like it's a game. They feel like you want it still. They feel like, especially if you dressed how I was dressed, they feel like you want it at the end of the day. Or in his case, he felt like, you're a dude. Get off your high horse and do something with me. Stop acting so bougie like that. Because he was like, I don't know why y'all do that. And I remember I said to him, I said, I can tell you been with the girls before. Girls meaning transgenders like me. I said, you've been with the girls before. And he said, no, I haven't. And I said, I'm just telling you what I think. And he said, you could be thinking wrong. And I said, yeah, you're right, I could be off. Because I didn't want to go back and forth with him about it. I saw that was kind of like a sensitive subject for him. He probably didn't want to be associated with anything like that. So I just let that go. But it's funny because in the car, I was like, is that you in that picture? It was like a dark-skinned guy who was slim and stuff like that. And when I saw him, he had goals like the guy in the picture, but he wasn't as dark. And when I asked him, he said, why you ask that? And I said, well, you don't look as dark as the guy in the picture. And he said, so I look red to you? And I said, no, but you're not as dark as the guy in the picture. He never answered the question. So I believe that he catfished me, that everything he possibly could have told me was a lie. He wanted to come up and get his rocks off. He wanted to fulfill the fetish that he has. And the funny part is that after he left, my friend went on his gay app. So I was on POF, right? That's the straight app, primarily straight app. But my friend went on Jack, which is a gay app. And he was on that app with the same picture, basically the same name. So this man, he's not new to this. And he thought that when he was coming to come see me, he thought it was going to go a lot smoother. These guys think so low of us sometimes. They don't see us as women. They see us as playing dress up. And that's fine and well, but you have to respect. You have to respect me as what I present myself to be to you. You have to respect that. And I don't feel like he even did that. I don't feel like he did that. So it was a very uncomfortable, disrespectful situation that I just hope is behind me. But I did not enjoy that last night. That was one of the worst meetups I've ever had. Really. I hope it's over with. And he just forget about me. Because I ain't nobody. On a positive note, I do start my new job tomorrow. So I'm excited. And I'm nervous. But I hope everything goes well. I'm probably be sleepy in the morning when I wake up. I'm really a night owl, but I'll get used to it. The HR girl, she ended up calling me the other day, and she said, I have good news for you. She said, instead of PRN, which I was going to get, no benefits, they was going to make sure I got 40 hours a week, but there's going to be no benefits, none of that. It's going to be, she said, the lady wants to offer you a full-time position. It will be in the days, and she just wants to know if you want to go ahead and accept that offer for the full-time. And I called her and I said, it's no way I can get nights, you know, but regardless, I want to accept that because I need benefits. So I would have been a fool not to take the full time, even though it's during the days. I'll get used to it, and maybe down the line I can switch to nights if it's something I want to do. But I'm about to try to buckle down. Get myself together. I thank you guys for listening to this story. I'm okay. I'm gonna always be okay. Y'all remember that. That was a scary situation last night, and I hope that any of my younger sisters or just my sisters in general, I know a lot of times we find ourselves in these type of situations, whether, you know, we seeking for love. And that's another thing. When I told him, I said, I just learned my lesson tonight. That with y'all men on POF and stuff like that, y'all not looking for love. I'm looking for love, and y'all not looking for love. Y'all just looking to have sex. And he immediately, he was like, no, I'm not looking for love. Like, he was just like so harsh with everything he said. He didn't care how he came at me. And I just have to be, don't just go out there looking for love so much that you put yourself in harm's way. And it's not that I was even looking for love with him per se, but I was entertaining a person that hit me up. I told him, I said, I'm glad that I didn't get you in my house because I don't know what would have happened. And he was just like that, like, really? Like, he was like that, like, why you thinking I'm gonna rape you or something like that? But that's the vibes you was giving me. You was giving me vibes like you're not listening to the word no. You're very aggressive how you're coming at me. You're very aggressive in general. I don't know what would have happened in this house. So, you know, like I said, guys, y'all just be safe out here. Protect yourself. If you have to, just focus on you. Don't even worry about no man. But until next time, like I said, I was just bringing y'all this video. Again, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. All of those good things. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.